found the replacement personality-wise to fit into the squad from what we know, and I'm interested to see if GamerLegion will have that same ability to come back like they were able to do at the likes of the RMR and the Major. So that's something I'm definitely going to keep an eye on for this GamerLegion squad, but let's get into it. Nuke.
Well, they might not have to come from behind in this against this opposition of inexperienced sAw players, the Portuguese players. 4 of them outside, going to cross towards Secret, but they're doing it dry. They want the fight up towards Heaven. Rez happily going to take that. So is PR. Good headshot. Another one for Rez as well. He's cleaned out 2 at range. And all of a sudden, there's PR caught out in transition.
T-Risk getting rid of it. SHR at range with that Glock, trying to win out the Heaven fight, but it hasn't gone his way.
No, not at all. And it's going to make Rez have to be more aggressive to find something. I don't know how he's still alive in these engagements. Finally gone down. ZTR has the rebuttal. But again, that low HP on his teammate is going to make him a little bit nervous about committing.
Towson really needs to win this eventually on the last bullet, able to get the headshot onto Materis, leaving Roman alone inside of the A bomb site. Now, the bomb is not in his possession. He would love that to get a plant, but it's not going to happen for him. And he's going to have to fight his way out of this one. So, kill on the Slend. Still plenty of time for Roman, and they're separated. They're not playing together here on the CT side.
It's okay for now. They have the bomb outside, so they know he's going to have to come to this direction. So set up a really tough crossfire. Just think of all the angles Roman has to consider. Like, you have to take a risk somewhere and just not clear something.
Comes out. There's the first fight. Felt like he needed the instant headshot to have a chance at winning that in the 1v2, so taken out by ZTR. And we got GamerLegion 1 round up.
Yeah, a labored pissed around. Good kills from Rez outside. It felt like there was a world in which sAw turned that on its head and actually converted it. But really well done to hold on for GamerLegion. 1-0. MP9's come out. FAMAS comes out. M4 as well. No plant. sAw likely to just save up in this next round. Should be an easy mop-up, an easy way to gain some money for this defense.
A lot of tedious links between the players in the server today and the ninjas in pajamas. We've mentioned that earlier today. And we've got Rez, who obviously came from them, but ZTR obviously played in that squad a couple of years ago and didn't necessarily get, you know, the most amount of respect. He was a very young player thrown in at the deep end. He was brought in as well alongside Linus, who has also made an appearance at this event. He's going to be with Heroic. So it's quite cool to see that, you know, a number of the younger players that were from Young Ninjas are now sort of rising up and finding different projects to be a part of, and we're still able to stay the course.
I mean, you know, it's fuzzy in the memory, but I mean, that was kind of the era, NIP going through all those different, you know, promoting players as people were dropping
Device
out,
at the time too.
but like still maintaining some level of weird success, like despite all those kinds of issues. When
they had
Hampus was there, kind of leading the charge. That's kind of what led to his burnout initially. Was just like, I have had to put together like 5 different rosters in the last 6 months.
Fuzi was an AWPer, and now he's obviously with the wildcard guys. So, yeah, I mean, it's
there's
nice
been some talent filtering through the org, just none of it showing itself in the org.
I mean, they just found it a little bit too early and tried to combine it together. There was just too much young talent at the same time. But Golden seems to have a bit of a headset issue, so I'll get that one fixed.
Golden.
Such a weird. You could never in a million years have guessed he was going to be the coach of sAw. He was in-game leading eyeballers before this.
Yeah, well, I mean, just what an interesting career, I guess, is like probably the last like young Swedish player or new Swedish player to come through and actually have an impact for like tier 1 Swedish Counter-Strike, it feels.
Yeah. I mean, one hell of a mustache as well, Jason.
It's a powerful mustache.
I feel like I want to put like a floral shirt on him and have a nice cocktail down at the beach or something.
Okay, I see what you're doing, like a daiquiri.
Yeah, that'd be great. I feel like we'd have a great time. Golden actually worked as a broadcast talent member a few years ago.
Did he?
Yeah, almost 2.5 years ago.
Where was that?
It was in Sweden. We did a tournament in Lund with was Harry, Hugo, and I, and Golden.
And Golden.
And it was kind of random.
Yeah,
he was a great guy.
It does seem pretty random.
Good table tennis player, Jason. You might give him a match.
Okay, run for his money.
Yeah, that could be fun.
He's gonna have to train me. I gotta beat Zaiwu.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
That's my goal.
Dude, I remember like. We at the Blast Paris Major, we had the hotel had table tennis tables in the hotel, so everybody was kind of playing, and we ran like a tournament, and I won our little inter talent, so my confidence was like high,
all-time high,
and I played against Apex, and he embarrassed me.
I haven't played Apex yet. I hear he's talented, but from what I've been told, Zaiwu gets the better of him as well.
Oh, okay.
I played Zaiwu once. He gave me, he taught me some lessons.
He's just good at things. It's unfair, isn't it?
It's because it's, you know, French ping pong is all spins. I can't handle it. It's like, stop, stop.
Add that little French flair to it.
Can we play real ping pong, please?
You hear me?
All right. Can you hear me now?
You hear me? It's muted on the TeamSpeak.
Ah, it's a classic problem.
There's no tech issue. You've just muted yourself in TeamSpeak.
You have muted yourself. That would be the problem.
Oh. It's like when you're playing with your friends at home. I'm sure we've all had this experience, but you know, you play like 5 rounds in, you realize this person hasn't spoke. You're like, "Are you muted?"
Yeah. Oh man, I've been calling
whole
this time.
game.
Yeah. Bummer.
And then it turns out it's just Harry, and he doesn't talk anyway.
All right. Well, let's see if we're all set and ready to go now.
They are some seriously used keys.
Is that what that is? I thought those were like designs. I thought that was like the cool kids keycaps.
Hey, to me,
that
just looks like overuse, Jason.
I don't know if I've ever seen a keyboard get to that level. Ever in my life.
Have you seen Mattis's mouse pad?
I have.
Anything is possible.
That's fair. That's a really good point. All right, 1-0 for GamerLegion out of the pistol. Extended tech break to fix some mic issues, and we're right back into it.
Should be 2 rounds in a row now for GamerLegion.
Only Glocks.
And a Deagle.
Sure.
Matiris. Ready to get going.
Yeah, Towson's going to be this initial defense. Spots one jumping across.
Rip.
Peace.
That's the Deagle gone.
That is the Deagle gone, and it looks like Roman is going to go hustle to recover the said Deagle.
So when I seen Towson added to this GamerLegion squad, I was like, why does that name ring a bell? And he was part of this Danish team called Masonic that I got to cast out in Barcelona a few years ago at a very random tournament.
I was going to say, you're rattling off some very avant-garde tournaments.
Yes. I just kind of, you know, like to get around Jason. And yeah, that team had Buzz in it. He was like the standout star. Obviously went on to play with Astralis, now OG. But yeah, Towson was a part of that squad, and you know, was more of a supportive element. Obviously fits that role here inside of his new squad too.
Just got 4 very sharp headshot kills in this round. Unarmored pistols, so no big deal, but just looking good out there in the yard. 2-0, and the AK-47s will come in for the first time for sAw.
Yeah, they were sharp, weren't they? Oh,
yeah,
see that again.
It's not bad.
Tasty shots from Towson. All right, AK's out, finally, here for sAw.
Yeah, and you got the 3 MP9s on the CT side, so sAw firepower advantage, but if these MP9s can convert and upgrade for free, that's a very nice boost to the CT economy very early on in the game. 4 attackers outside coming through the smoke. Smoke wall is currently up. 1 defender is dropped into secret already. That's Towson.
Big T.
He's got ZTR joining up with him as well, just coming into the control window, and he's going to get here at a perfect time to have this crossfire set up. You want Towson to take contact and ZTR to grab him as they cross over.
Towson taking the first contact. Able to get much done on the first peek, nor the second. So it's on the SMG to get the work done, and yeah, the bomb actually still stands. Matiris and Agile taking a couple of kills between them, and Matiris goes into the vent. He flies up it though, and PR was waiting for him. Roman was there to try and cut that possibility off, but PR's got out of there.
Yeah, I think that's a round I think Ash is probably writing in his notebook right now to go over with the boys later on. The fundamental mistake of them attacking secret and you rotating down vents is just a death trap, and they lose a couple players for it. Crossfire downstairs is set up nice. Really good defense for GamerLegion. Just can't get any of the production that they really needed out of it. And it's looking like some headset. Is that what I was going to go for?
Yeah.
Yeah. Headset issues.
I like it though.
Yeah, it's not bad. There's the first, and here's the second. The timing that they had to get down the vents if they wanted to support that defense was very well missed.
Gotta stop muting in TeamSpeak.
It's the other team now, though, so maybe this one is a real issue.
small headset issue that will hopefully get fixed. It was good. I think you mentioned a lot about Ash's sort of YouTube channel and the content he's been creating over there. I've really enjoyed watching it as well. But he released one after the major, you know, discussing their run and some of the experiences that they had, and he's talking about how some of the players were very ill at the start, and some of them were even going through the entire tournament with sickness. So it was quite cool to kind of listen to all of that information after the tournament. They didn't want to use it as an excuse or put any of that information forward, but it was it's really nice to see their mentality around how Ash is going to make this team function. And that's why you can lose players, but you can still have faith in GamerLegion, because you know it's kind of Ash's project. You know that, okay, he's got an idea of how he wants this to run, and so as long as they don't lose him, you can kind of expect to see some level of success for GamerLegion.
Yeah, he's kind of been like you know, not too many coaches get to be tenured through multiple different lineups. So, you know, you bring people in and you keep 3 players and you can start easily working the other 2 up to speed on the kind of system that you're running with the squad.
And because you've had to do a rebuild already,
he's been through this already a number of times.
He's like learned the process. You can streamline it.
The building blocks.
Exactly. Foundations are there. Gaming in a hoodie with sleeves.
Yeah, that's aggressive.
They're slightly up, so it's maybe acceptable.
Yeah, I like the rolled sleeves. Sweatshirt is a bit bulky though, I think, for a gaming session.
Yeah, not great temperature regulation. Alright, so in-ears going back in. Headsets over the top. And we should be good to go. The Hall of Heroes is back. It's always good to see the Hall of Heroes. It's like a nice reminder as you walk down it of all of the previous champions and all the legendary moments that have happened in this city of Katowice. And it was good hearing from, it was Anna earlier today in the lobby with Scrawny saying, you know, we sit here and we look around and you see all the champions, and they're going to be the first women's team, so they'll be playing later today as well. We'll see how that goes, because they don't have their in-game leader, and that's a little unfortunate.
Yeah, already kind of fighting on the back foot, aren't they, with that one?
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
But still, cool experience.
I just want to see Anna going head-to-head with Fallen in that match.
Yeah, I would like
toe-to-toe.
I'd like to see her have a good game, because
sure, the Na'Vi game was rough.
Didn't necessarily play the best against Na'Vi. So it would be great to see her get a second chance at that. But we have got a headset issue that's now being resolved, so we're just switching it out. We're now testing it, see if it works, Jason. And then we're good to go.
That's a classic. Yeah, a little bit of aimbots to test things out. Make sure the sound is functioning, the microphone is working. Referee, I think, received a thumbs up.
All right, ref.
You do love to see it. sAw and GamerLegion. Well, this is obviously during this opening stage 1 of Katowice. These matchups kind of dictate where you're gonna fall and who you're gonna play next, obviously. And we have here sAw GamerLegion. Winner of this takes on Pain, and the loser of this takes on Virtus Pro.
I think the VP situation, I mean, I think that's a project that's going to take some time to figure out, but I'm kind of excited about it. I think some of the players look really cool. I think Flamus, obviously from GamerLegion previously, and Icy from Cloud9. Those are 2 players that I think do have a lot of potential moving forward. I just don't know how the leadership is going to be in that team, so we'll get to wait and see how that pans out here in Kato. But I heard we are live, and I can see that we're seeing some movement, Jason. But it doesn't necessarily look like it's a real round of Counter-Strike.
You know, the movement initially looked solid.
Yeah.
It changed really quick, so yeah, we're going to go back. So maybe just a medic situation, and then we'll rock and roll into round 4. But these 2 teams getting a lot of time to do some breathing exercises.
What's your favorite breathing exercise?
I don't do breathing exercises.
You just breathe?
Yeah, I do just kind of breathe. I hear they're good for you, though. I've been reading a book called Breath.
Breath.
Yeah.
It's an easy title to remember.
Or Breathe, I guess it might be.
I guess not. It's so easy to remember.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, it's all about breathing exercises and how different styles of breathing can...
How far into the book are you,
things.
Jason?
Maybe like the first chapter.
Okay. Because I was going to say, if you're beyond the first first chapter and it hasn't even sparked a curiosity in you to start a breathing exercise. I'm wondering, like, is this book worth it?
No, it's a very interesting book. I am very interested. It's just I haven't actually sat down and taken a chunk out of it. I've had some other books I've put some work into. But at the moment, it's just that stage of the book that's like outlining the concept, you know?
Yeah. Well, let us know what you're reading over on social media. Tell us. I'm sure there's a lot of book reading going on over the break. I'm reading a book about sleep. That's pretty fun.
Okay, cool. Breath
I've been
and
practicing
sleep.
some sleep.
Yeah, we're getting all the...
Sometimes you can combine breathing and sleeping together.
Very important.
Sometimes, of course.
All right, well, enough of that. Enough of the book club here at IEM Katowice. We're back into a live game scenario. We're told once again things have been fixed, so let's find out together. Round 4, 2-1 for GamerLegion. AWP is out in the hands of Slend. And this time sAw is going to send just a sole body outside. That's Mutiris, who baits out the shot from the AWP inside. 4 players at lobby, couple players huddled behind the ramp smoke. Double smoke and squeak door from the CT side, so that's a wasted piece of utility. And the final smoke just deployed by GamerLegion as well towards squeak door. sAw happy to wait this out. I mean, it looks like Mutiris has already jumped up onto the roof. They might just want to... this could be like a double pump just to pull out any last pieces of utility. But an upper exec might be how this round is looking to finish.
PR waiting. And the PR department is open for business. It's going to be 1 kill coming in. Rez off the rafters. Second frag for the CT side, but numbers even until Rez changes that completely. Mutiris having to fight his way out of the hut. He still hasn't got out of hut. Trying to use a flash. Miss shot from Slant gives Mutiris all the confidence he needs to move into it. And now this could be a 1v2 total for Mutiris.
Yeah, but he's dropping into vents, and that's exactly where ZTR is, and he still almost converts it. Almost lands one of those shots. ZTR saves the day in a backs against the wall situation with very little economy.
Let's go, mate.
GamerLegion get to continue fighting, but Money's still very busted out of that victory. Well, this round is put together really well. Good job from Rez up in the rafters with his double kill. I think in the 2v1, Slen dropping into the bomb site, you obviously get the advantage of that nice, easy, free shot because Mutiris doesn't expect the drop. But when you miss that, you've put yourself in a really crappy situation. You put your teammate in a really crappy situation as well.
Absolutely. A little mic issue at the moment. Mike is really causing a lot of problems today.
Mike.
You know, I did see on the AK, one of the AKs there was a red charm.
Okay.
You can get a gun charm. And the default one looked like the picture icon in the game. The charm comes in purple. And so one day Scrawny found out that you could actually get different colors, and that really sort of ignited a passion within him.
All right.
So we were sitting on TeamSpeak, and for a good hour and a half he was scrolling through pages upon pages of the Steam market, going in and inspecting each item to see which one was red, and then tried to cultivate them. You know, he tried to buy as many as possible.
Yeah.
So and then I guess he's gonna tell everybody someday about this, so that he'll have the supply. So if you guys can go and get yourself some different colored charms.
Scrawny's stockpiling.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like a Counter-Strike.
He literally was like a squirrel trying to find acorns. Like it was amazing.
That's a good description of Scrawny.
Yeah, fits well.
He is pretty squirrely.
Squirrely. Some great overalls though.
Sure. Yeah.
Ready for anything, that guy.
Towson over at midi, 1 down in secret. Again, sAw gonna execute the cross with this wall of smokes. Mutiris coming close to it to challenge towards big garage. Easy kill. Mutiris takes a gamble, gets the losing end of it. That's a rifle hitting the deck. Now it's a Deagle, 2 Tech 9s, and an AWP for the rest of this round, and Towson has a nice reposition towards mini. All on Slend, and they have no one in ramp room to rotate to this lower bomb site if he goes down. ZTR kind of watching ramp. They're going to try, I guess, to drop vents, but they saw how bad that went the first time around, so instead going to try and push out to flank secret. You have Roman watching this with a deagle, and they just take their eyes off that angle. So lower bomb site is being encroached upon by sAw, and they've got some space in a bomb plant to work with and a 3-on-3 post plant to try and convert.
Story's still got the big green. PR, very scary situation to go down the vent, so not looking good here for GamerLegion until the move through ramp comes in. Now, if that is successful, then that perhaps they call PR to come down, but Story, with his quill, is able to take ZTR out completely, and so the back away has been called. GamerLegion going to save onto the 2 weapons, and sAw fight their way into the lower bomb site and come out with a second round victory.
If I'm sAw, I'm going to continue leaning on this idea of attacking through secret to get to that lower bomb site. You know, you've handled a 2-man stack, you know, towards decon and towards control stairs. Now you've been able to come down and just take the clean fight against Slend and get down there without any rotation that's going to slow your progress. So I think if you're sAw, you might start putting together an inkling of an idea that your ability to get into the lower bomb site is going to be very effective against a team that struggled to rotate and hold on to space downstairs.
50% success rate on fist bombs there, Golden, but appreciate the attempt. Not the best situation coming up here for GamerLegion economically, but those 2 safe weapons, they could make the difference.
Well, going to be fast-paced towards the upper bomb site. Already utility is coming out and held back for the moment. Follow-up Molotov, that won't slow anyone down. And this is just going to be a save call for GamerLegion.
Bomb has been planted.
Well, that round's pretty quick.
This is a ratty angle.
Look at this.
Of course you...
Yeah,
Oh.
and even worse, the MP9.
PR hates him.
Yeah, well, get better.
That's fair.
Here's Mutiris, his turn. MP9 drops out into the corner. Now there's nowhere to run.
No way.
No way. He's got away with another one. Finally dealt with by the Deagle of Towson. Did a little bit too much there, didn't he?
Some good kills at the end of the day. They might take away everything. One final player to find, and he's evacuating the bomb blast. It goes off. Towson, pistol at hand, he's got it. All 5 players of sAw hit the deck in a victory.
He actually got the AWP as well at the end.
It's not bad, but there's no money around it. So it's kind of like, cool. We can't really do anything.
Let's see what you can do with it, though. Alone. You know, never underestimate a couple of 5.7s. If you get those around the AWP, who knows, but yeah. There's no way you come around that corner waiting for a T on the pipe. There's just never going to be something you check.
No. No, you never will. Well, Slend's up is the big piece that could change this round, and it's already taken away. Beautiful shot with the MAC-10. Sliver gap in Hut. And that's the only winning recipe that GamerLegion had. I like this from sAw. You've got control, you've got relative safety, pump the brakes, let them peek into you a little bit. And allow them to make the mistakes. It's going to be 4-3 for sAw.
And Nuke was a map last year when obviously they had Udrix and DOS that they were very deadly on. A difficult team to put away. Mutiris in particular having some big moments, especially in the most important tournaments for them last year. It's had a great start to the game. 9-6 for Mutiris. I think sAw are going to be pretty happy about the start here on Nuke. Seems pretty calm and composed over there right now as well. And for GamerLegion, for the first time, there's a timeout required. And they'll be looking at the notes and turn their heads back to Ash.
I'm surprised to see GamerLegion kind of, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't be surprised with the roster changes, but I am kind of surprised to see them struggling this much to contain this. A lot of it's the fashion of it, the miscues in the lower rotations.
I don't have many expectations for GamerLegion at the moment. Like,
yeah, that's kind of been my take of GamerLegion since like, well, I mean, even during the Paris major, but they continue to surprise. You know, every time they're like, nope, you should have expectations. It's like, okay.
I think every time that GamerLegion made one of these impressive runs, though, they've started really slow. Like, if you think about it, the Paris major, they were about to be eliminated in the first stage.
Right.
They came back to the final. That's unbelievable. And then at the RMRs, it was the same story. So it does. They are a team that sometimes take a little bit to get going, or at least
they need to see elimination in sight.
Yeah.
Know?
For the motivation, you know?
Right. Well, Story's got some clear lines of sight, and I don't believe he's been spotted by Slend whatsoever, so yeah. Towson caught completely off guard. He figured there'd at least be some information if someone was that far progressed. And again, as I mentioned, keep leaning on this kind of secret to the lower bomb site because GamerLegion's having a hard time containing it, and they're having a hard time rotating to stop it, although this time it's Rez. A Herculean individual effort has saved the day.
A few decent multi-kill moments out of Rez so far in this game.
That should have never been a multi-kill. First one, sure. Second one, okay. Third one, there shouldn't be a chance in hell.
Never. Alright, do we give them a chance at this, though? Rez is low. Mutiris and Story still together, and look at the position that Mutiris has. Slend just spotted him, though, and instantly gets that dink off, so Mutiris is down to 17 HP.
That's a save. He needed that kill. That might have been something you can build into, but you want this op. And with all the space that Story created in the opening kill, he gets so deep into Yard and Secret. For them to drop the ball from there has got to be frustrating. What a round from Rez. Good time if you're GamerLegion to have someone step up. And it's tied up 4-4.
Nice and even, little smiles coming out even from the GamerLegion camp, and that's after a timeout. So it's not necessarily, like you said, something that's beautiful to watch systematically, but it's an individual stepping up, giving you a chance to start to build something now.
Yeah, that one makes sense. This one is like, yeah, 50-50, swinging for the trade, good movement, but the spray control and grabbing that third one is like, nah, it shouldn't be there. Shouldn't happen.
There's just an outline of Rez painted on the wall behind him. All those bullets missing. Good thing we saw, though, is they're not forced down to an eco, right? They've got to buy straight away again.
Oh, and they like this pace. They like the aggression. They like something faster. Towards the upper bomb site we go. PR goes 1 for 1. Young player brought into GamerLegion can't hold on to the bomb site, and his teammates are falling as well. So a man advantage inside the site for sAw, but a quick flank from ZTR.
Oh, it's quick. And it's unexpected. ZTR, though, not ready for Story to be in the lobby. Okay, nearly gets away with the Tech 9 kill as well. But it's suddenly a 1v1. Towson up against Mutiris.
Does he even know? Oh, yeah, he does. That nade trajectory might have actually misplayed for Towson. Now Mutiris does know. A good reposition inside the smoke, though. With low HP, Towson's like, I got to take some risks somewhere. I've got to find a way to kind of confuse and throw him off. And he's done just that as he disappears into the smoke and repositions up towards heaven. Bomb is still dropped on the ground in the upper bomb site. But Towson doesn't really have the HP to defend and hold on to it as staunchly as he'd like. Molotov to give the timing to plant the bomb, and Mutiris has a good sense of this.
Oh, he's not just a sense, he's just completely looking at it and then turns away. Oh, no. Everything was looking so good for him. He's looking in the right place, right time. Nope, then just turns just as Towson walks over the top. So Towson giving it a scream. He's had a great game so far. 11-5 in a really important 1v1.
Yeah, Towson even gave him the little calm down afterwards. All right, get a little frisky out there into the Hall of Heroes. This flank is brutal. Ruining the bomb plant, ruining everything sAw wanted to do.
That's right.
Big time clutch from GamerLegion. Back-to-back rounds where they've needed something special. The Rez triple kill, a 1v2 in this round, but even just coming back from a 2v3. 5-4 with the narrow lead. It's a MAC-10 on Roman. Money's starting to be an issue for sAw's attack.
GamerLegion have got to sense that. A 1v1 win in the previous round could prove pivotal.
But again, we're going back to where they've had that weakness towards Secret. Slend has struggled at times. This time he's got the op, though. He should be able to grab at least one. He's got no utility to block or delay after the fact. It's just going to be the kill that he needs to grab. Here comes the boost. Good luck.
Oh, he reacted to that one easily and got a second out of it as well. Huge from Slend. Agil able to respond, but is it going to be enough with a minute left? ZTR holding down ramp room. Story walking right in towards Towson. And a 2v3 quickly made a 3v1 thanks to PR. So GamerLegion about to break the cache here of sAw. And it's all on Agil to try and pull it back alone. He's done well with that first kill. Second just in behind.
Yeah, very small headshot angle as well. Oh, nice off angle though from ZTR. Agil's going to look towards ramp, but he's not going to have any idea. Control windows is his place of death. Good frag from ZTR, and GamerLegion, despite some struggles, mounting a comeback here with 3 rounds straight to take a 2-round lead. 6-4, and money is gone for sAw.
sAw realized that there may have been a nice little patch of form for them. But that 1v1 that Mutirus has lost is likely to cause difficulties for the rest of this half now. So timeout, it's a tech issue, another sound issue, so hopefully we'll get that one
I, for one,
solved.
am shocked.
Really? Mike has just been...
Mike has been
real
screwing things up today, hasn't he?
But we'll get back into this first half in just a minute. That's just me, being optimistic, Jason. I don't really know if that is the number of...
No, but I like it. I like that you look at it from a positive angle.
What's the other game going on right now?
The other game going on the A stream is Astralis taking on MIBR. Quite a spicy matchup, if I do say so myself. Dev is back.
He's back, yeah.
He's back, yeah. Had a nice chat with him yesterday. Did a little podcast recording with him and Fallen. So that was a fun conversation to get a pick the brain and go down memory lane with 2 of the greatest.
That is a pretty cool conversation.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm probably optimistic for Astralis in Katowice, but I mean they are one of the rosters that have actually been together for the most amount of time. We didn't see them at the major, obviously.
Well, Devitt wasn't there. So yeah, they've been together for an okay amount of time, but they got maybe like a month or 2 jump on some of these new rosters, but haven't exactly played together.
But but what I'm saying is that, like, because they didn't make it through to the major, they've at least got extra practice under their belt, because it didn't seem like Device was out for long.
Sure.
I mean, they did announce they were back to practicing like pretty quickly.
Yeah,
so.
that's fair.
I'll see. I'll wait and see what the straws look like.
Oh, look, I think it's a cool matchup because MIBR is no joke.
No, they're not.
Teams. They're one of the teams I think you could put contending to be the best in the region.
I mean, they were really the team that started off the negative downturn for Na'Vi at the major, right? With that upset win when Insani had an incredible game.
Inferno,
yeah, on Inferno, yeah. So, when you have a player who's that good, the ceiling is always a little higher than usual. So maybe if Insani has a good game, that could be a really tough game for Astralis.
Obviously got plenty of more action coming on later today. We still have Liquid and Heroic who have to make an appearance with their new rosters.
Yeah, Heroic's an interesting one.
Yeah, it really is. Sunpius coming in, reuniting with sAw as his coach. Could be some cool things. We saw him have some good games over in Blast. Liquid obviously bringing in Nerds, looking at how that's going to retool and change the team, looking for an upgrade over Yakinder in the previous lineup as well. What else we got? Complexity, missing a Liege obviously as he's departed for FaZe, is going to be playing later on against Eternal Fire. Tough draw against a hot Eternal Fire team that just is coming out of a Grand Finals appearance. Wildcard is going to try and continue their success in Shanghai. They're going up against Big in the initial round. And then Imperial FE, the women's team from Imperial, playing against Furia.
couple of very exciting games for sure, but
That Liquid Heroic one's going to be spicy.
I think that's the one I'm most looking forward to again.
Yeah, that's the one you put in your phone as like the alert.
Yeah, Nerds going up against his former organization, this time on LAN. A lot to get excited about. For Complexity, though, how do you feel about going and grabbing some of the North American players available?
I think it's really the only option that you have at this point. You don't have a whole lot of draw to bring in like kind of bigger names from Europe. Even like some of the tier 2 ones are going to see more value in sticking around in Europe. And yeah, at some point you're going to have to develop some younger talent. So cool to see them get a chance at it. Sixy and Nyx. We're going to see what they have to offer. I mean, look, from one sense, it's kind of cool if you look at it from that perspective. The other side of it is sort of you're never going to be able to replace Elige. You know, you're just not even 2 players coming in are going to be able to match what Elige was giving you. So yeah, the short-term future of Complexity looks rough. And then the question becomes, with his departure, can Grim take a next step from where he's at right now? Can Halzer continue to improve and find consistency? Those are kind of the 2 pieces you look to and be like, during this like period in this transition as we have this new lineup, you 2 are going to have to carry a lot of the weight to get us going.
Look, I don't know Grim well personally at all, but we all know people, and we've maybe even experienced it ourselves, where you feel like more of a confident person in environments where you don't feel like there's a huge leadership figure, and you can kind of move up that hierarchy almost. And I think what Grim was able to do in his previous teams like Triumph, etc., like with these level of players, it felt like he was more comfortable to be the star. And I think in this, ever since he went to Liquid, didn't really get to see that from Grim, right? Because then you're playing with these bigger names, these bigger personalities.
Got put in some spots that aren't obviously the most fun and kind of outside of his wheelhouse, as a lot of the more rookie and inexperienced players that frequently happens to them.
And in this Complexity squad, you know, you got Elige who was in there, and so I do feel like it really is on Grim now to be the star rifler of the team. So
when I look at it, I'm like, all right, you joined Liquid in what, like 2020? It was when he joined that roster. It was right when I joined in as coach, right before I hopped in as coach. And it's like now you have that year and a half experience on Liquid. Now you've had this experience in Complexity with Elige, who's come back, one of your former teammates from Liquid. Now you kind of are hoping those few years you've had, those 4 or 5 years of development, is like now it's time for you to step up and say, I'm the guy. And that's kind of the mentality you have to go into it with if you're Grim.
Yeah, you have to be to perform with this team. And for the likes of Sixy coming into that squad as well, it's like he's someone we've seen a lot during the online era, because there was a lot of North American only tournaments. But ever since obviously we went back to LAN, we just haven't seen him all that much. But he's only 24 years old, had a lot of teams, played with all the classic North American squads. Triumph.
I'm just looking at this list of teams.
Party Astronauts.
And I mean, this is just like true, like, not to be a dick, it's just like trash tier North American Counter-Strike. Just, I don't mean that to be mean.
Say
like
that.
I just because I look at it and it's like, okay, you're on this team for 1 or 2 months, this team for 1 or 2 months. Like there's just a lot of chopping and changing and moving, and teams and rosters blowing up and moving around. So yeah, he's had some opportunities, and I know he's been a name that's kind of been picked out of the crowd to have had more opportunities in the past. So let's see if he can capitalize on this one now that he's been given it.
And I think that's the difference between, I think, South American players and North American players is, even when you see these like unknown South American players, you look at their team history, there's a lot more squads and consistent real teams that they've been a part of.
It's the process of going through the ranks of like playing in competitive Counter-Strike. That first year or 2 when you're on your first team, like those don't last long. You know, those are going to blow up and reform and blow up and reform.
But it seems a lot more sporadic in North American Counter-Strike. All right, we've got Astralis versus MIBR going on. The A stream, as you mentioned, currently 6-4 in that game.
They too have been plagued with some tech delays.
I feel like we've just kind of been copying each other.
Yeah, well, if that's the case,
we're gonna be.
Let's keep copying. Astralis versus MIBR. Device going to be moving up catwalk with the AWP.
This is the alternative commentary.
4
you
players.
can listen to 2.
Yeah, 4 players coming up catwalk is going to be great. Device over the smoke, beautiful. Found him, Lukowski. No clue what was happening, but that's a weird miss shot from Deva. Ooh, he could have had a double. Could have had a double, Tinko.
He could have, but he didn't. We're waiting on in-ears being fixed, by the way. So that's what, it's the information for you guys at home. We're getting in-ears switched out, and once those are fixed or switched, I don't know. Do we have to go to the shop and buy some more, Jason, or what's
I think I forgot my my wireless earpieces for the gym, so I might have to go do that myself. So if ESL, if someone is going to get new in-ears for the players, feel free to pick up a second set.
Yeah.
Preferably Bluetooth.
Bluetooth, yeah. You don't want wires?
No, I don't have a headphone jack.
Who does?
They've removed that from the phones.
Yeah.
It's very sad.
It's kind of a devolution.
That's a reposition. That's like the get ready to frag reposition.
Oh yeah,
Look
all
at
right.
Rez, he's
everyone's
stretched
waking
up, scooting the chair in. Oh, we're getting back into it. Round 11. If you've forgotten, it is 6-4 in the favor of GamerLegion. They're currently on a 3-round streak. It all started with a triple kill from Rez, and now we're here.
Back where it all began.
Back where it all began. A 1v2 from ZTR with low HP.
It's good that you remember that.
I was trying to remember the third round, the most recent one that's occurred. I've got nothing.
It's gone from my mind too. I do not have enough dedicated wham for that.
Wham?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like the Minecraft video. You seen it?
Nope.
What's the recommended dedicated wham? You gotta look it up, Jason. It's internet famous.
It does sound like something that I need to look up.
Yeah. It's really important. Smokes disrupted. Outside Towson disrupted by that bullet to the brain.
Ooh.
Great shot from Story, and Slen dropped to 12 HP.
Oh.
And here comes Roman. Nice little P250 kill on PR. And can Slen do much more with his op? Looking outside towards Garage, hasn't seen anything just yet of that next victim. But as we speak, sAw moving into the lower bomb site.
Yeah, but you got ZTR down here, and he's going to be right above him in the rafters. Oh, they kind of really needed that kill. They kind of really needed it. ZTR. This is the weird thing, is like sAw doesn't even have to commit down here. They can just shoot up the vents if they want to. And I wonder if Roman over towards Squeak Door with that P250 has kind of been like, yeah, you guys have been rotating down vents when we go secret. So let me just pop through this on a timing and see if I find you. And obviously he did.
Back up we go to the A site. So sAw having a bit of a tour of the whole of Nuke.
Yeah, they were just buying time for Roman to clear out the site, and he's like, "Yep, come on back. It's wide open. It's clear." That's a train wreck of a round for GamerLegion to lose after 3 rounds in a row. After an extended tech break, you probably feel like all the wind's taken out of your sail. The energy has kind of gone down. The momentum has dissipated, and you come out here and you just get destroyed by Deagles.
Yeah, a rude awakening out of the timeout for sure.
Ugh, I hate to see it.
Well, money's not great for the CT side of GamerLegion, so it's not like they can even really bounce back immediately with a buy. So
Actually, keeping these guns is very important. These are some critical kills down the stretch. Close up is one.
Yeah.
Thank God for Rez on the AWP.
to do a little bit of AWPing in his time in IP as well. There was a period where he became the main AWPer.
He did it all over there in that NIP jersey.
Apart from, you know, win. Yeah, but, you know,
Why
can't have everything.
Why you gotta take it there?
I don't know. It's just right there, the lowest hanging fruit
True.
possible. It was on the floor.
Yeah, it was. It was staring you in the face. All right. Well, this is the music for a real timeout.
Oh. And
This is the kind
no
of
surprises.
that brings the intensity into your jimmies.
Mm-hmm. My jimmies are definitely intense. And we have got a timeout for GamerLegion. So Ash not looking too happy.
No, I think he's got plenty of things written down that he has to go over with the boys here on Nuke early on. Trying to get his team into the second half with a 2-round lead. This is sAw's map pick. GamerLegion trying to steal it away. Final round of the first half. AK-47 on Towson. Slend has the alt pass back over from Rez, who's gone down to a FAMAS. 5.7 and MP9 to round out that defense. All rifles for sAw in the attack with an AWP in the hands of Story.
Great shot from Slend. Atira's taken out. GamerLegion out of the timeout, straight into the opening kill.
Good round for them to get an aggressive pick up from the CT side from their AWP. Playing with 2 pistols, with FAMAS, with an MP9, he alleviates some of that pressure early. Unfortunately, it's been given right back over the smoke. It's Story with a quick shot to heaven.
Oh, Sled into the open. Story backs up into him without even looking the right way.
I like how he took his time. Oh, and he's way too many angles on his brain.
Yep, Roman's able to get rid of him. Now smashed window goes into the lockers. Oh my god, that's the bomb. So it's gone completely. And Aguil now in a 1v2 that looks almost impossible. He's on 7 health and he knows kind of where he was last spotted. So they're going to go and find him. But a great first headshot, and now he has a chance. He was close to it, but ZTR able to take him out. Pretty close half, riddled with pauses, but it is still going here between GamerLegion and the side of sAw. sAw versus GamerLegion, Jason. This is exactly what we're here for here at Katowice. This is the kind of game we all settle in, get comfortable for, because we know that the second half is going to deliver. The chains will be unleashed, and I'm looking forward to seeing who's going to come out on top, because so far, GamerLegion have looked pretty decent, but for sAw, a decent patch of form in the first half. I want to see something more consistent in the second.
Those constant tech pauses really messed up the flow of the game. It might be weird, it kind of feels a little bit weird, but this has been a really back and forth kind of brawly affair, right? Like neither team has gone on any kind of crazy streak, neither team really established any kind of dominance in the first half that the other one had to recover from. It was just kind of back and forth, both teams delivering some good performances. And now on the T side, we get to see GamerLegion and the game plan that they've brought into this affair. This is beautiful from Towson. Oh, you're getting so horny if you're Towson right now. You're like, no one spotted me. I've wrapped all the way around. It's a minute and 20 seconds. The whole map is my oyster.
Well, let's hope he doesn't make some bad decisions, Jason. Let's see what he can do. He's going to chill. Take a nice little chill. And then start to move forward. ZTR. Oh, no. Not the timing he would have liked there to get onto the ladder, get spotted.
Yeah, but he's going to get a lot of information. 2 pushing lobby. He spotted 1 outside as well. As long as they can dodge the damage from SHR, he's got 1. Beautiful shot, but bomb will be planted downstairs.
PR, awkward fights, but he's going to come out on top of them and then decides to reload, swings open the door, and just tries to fake it out. He's gone back in there. Meteorus isn't going to fall for that. He's been around long enough to learn all the tricks of the trade. So the headshots come in. It's now a 2v2 as the retake is being set up, but Towson denying that possibility. Meteorus forcing his way forward, but Rez preventing any success. And GamerLegion fired up with a pistol win in the second half.
You said Ash looked a little bit concerned earlier. Oh, he's looking happy after that pistol. That's both pistols now won by GamerLegion on this map, and obviously winning the T-side one is a huge help to being able to close out the map from the offensive side. Good job from PR. Can't win that final engagement with Meteorus. And Towson, I mean, he's put into play. This is a nice kill story. As soon as he looks left, he's going to find the player on top of Silo, but Towson is able to take that early positioning he gained outside and put it to good work at the end of the round. Second round buy from sAw. So if GamerLegion can convert this, you're looking at 10-5. You're almost home.
Towson. 2 players are on the corner here. Might be a difficult fight, but if they walk into him one by one, well, that certainly makes things easier, doesn't it? So Towson, he's got himself that first kill. The rest of his teammates going to start making their way towards the ramp room, and Towson has dealt even with the second player at Secret. It is the worst held Secret in this game so far. And SHR is just going to wait down with his Deke ready to go. Needs a multi-kill. Some madness in this moment, and it is just the one before being cleared out by the MAC-10.
Bomb has been planted.
And it's safe call. Low HP on 1. Meteorus happy to upgrade to the AK, but 9-5.
Towson really has had a great game here, Jason. 16-8, really sharp shooting. He's up there with Rez at the moment, and obviously a little bit further ahead than him, but great game so far from Towson. He hasn't necessarily always been one of the fragging players in the squad.
No, but he did a good job outside in the first half. You know, a lot of the attention outside was going towards Secret as well, so he wasn't in any kind of sketchy engagements, really being challenged a whole lot, just able to find his 1 or 2 kills here or there. So yeah, putting together a very good map. Looking to help them close out Nuke, take the first map of this series. Inferno will be the second map, picked by GamerLegion, 9-5. So busted economy for sAw's CT side. But 2 saved rifles, an AK-47 and a FAMAS. You could hear GamerLegion saying that. They saved 2.
And that's all they will have. Those 2 saved weapons on over. FAMAS, AK-47, pretty good weapons at that. GamerLegion should be taking a 10th round victory here, heading to double figures. And Towson, because of his success in the last round, no surprise to see him go back to Secret, but this time going really fast. He's all the way down already. And this time, no one there for him to fight with. So they boost up a couple of players back into the rafters here. The defensive sAw just hoping to bust into the A site.
I like this approach though from the GamerLegion side of things. Moving outside, you know there's been a couple saved weapons, but you know there's 3 pistols on the map somewhere, so take the range. Get the advantage with those AK-47s. There's some spam from CT. That's the FAMAS, both rifles outside for this defense. And the rifles of GamerLegion cannot find or connect on anything.
This is a wild round. How have sAw found their way into a competitive position? Like, this is crazy. They need kills now if you're GamerLegion to not let this one go awry. There's 1, but they're still killing. And a USP, even in the midst of all this chaos, has come out on top. So ZTR with a 1v3 ahead of it.
Oh, this has gone so south. ZTR, you're going to go down to the first hurdle. Story at the off angle, and GamerLegion just gets stalled out outside. Smokes to give them cover, and it all backfires. They couldn't find a clean fight, a clean engagement, and saw's defensive stack works wonders.
Well, that's got to feel like a pretty rough missed opportunity for GamerLegion, right? The fact that you could have taken everything away from them, but losing that round will wipe the smile completely off of Ash's face. Now, as an AK-47 into the hands of Rez is the only thing they really have worth talking about. Some util as well. They're going to try and get in towards this upper bomb site. Rez went for the first test. Agiel spotted out his legs and shot a warning shot into his feet. So GamerLegion just taking a moment to breathe and perhaps even readjust outside instead.
Yeah, that AK is, well, they're kind of considering different options. I thought Rez would join up with the outside push, try and bait and work with those Tech 9s to find a fight in the yard. Instead, it's going to be this push that might be the first contact. Joined up with a push towards radio room as well. sAw trying to do a mid-round lobby crunch, and they will. It works. That's the AK-47 on the ground. They find it first. PR picks it up, but even he goes down next. As Story's not going to let him get away, and this force buy for GamerLegion goes nowhere. This money is going to be wasted. 28 seconds. And these Tech 9s still not finding a position to attack anything at all. And you got to go for it.
Oh, well, Tech 9 comes in. It's SHR blasted away. Story doing what he can. And it's more than enough. Almost had Agiel's combined efforts, leaving Towson with the Tech 9 nipping at their heels. But with 5 seconds left, no bomb in his back. The round is done, and the best thing he can do is die before the time. So GamerLegion have gone from being on top of the world and sort of opening up the opportunity to close this first map out to now being behind for the next few rounds here. sAw very likely to get an 8th round, shrink that gap just down to 1 round behind, and the game is completely back on for the Portuguese.
It's back on, baby. Good shooting from Story. Very good round put together by him. 2-round lead. Utiris outside looking towards Silo. Roman going to be over by Mini. GamerLegion's got to be a little bit worried now. You lose that round, you drop that round to a force buy, a couple saved weapons and pistols around it, and all of a sudden all that momentum is gone. And all of a sudden there's a real world in which sAw just builds up enough money to kind of outlast you throughout this half, and that CT side just turns into a wall. Next round's going to be critical.
Roman at Red.
Ooh,
Great shot up towards Rez.
that was a nice shot.
And it's over. So Roman to take PR out, close out the round, and now a gap, of just 1. And if you are a GamerLegion, I think it's not necessarily panic stations, but certainly worrisome moments.
I think the problem is, like, winning that pistol round is great, right? Like, we all know that. But when you can't convert the second and the third round, or when you lose that third round to some of those saved weapons, it's like your T side has like those first like 4 or 5 rounds of the half. You get that economic advantage to try and build that momentum, kind of steamroll, get yourself as close to victory as possible, and then it makes, you know, clawing that last 1 or 2 rounds much easier. You don't have that luxury anymore. You didn't get to snowball all the way to 10 or 11 round scoreline.
Yeah, it's
Now you got to do it the dirty way, the old-fashioned way, the blue-collar way.
You know you love old-fashioned, Jason. Rez just waiting inside of the lobby. Story moving up with him. I'm going to try and catch him, but not too much foul with the AWPer. He doesn't want to go into a dangerous way by pushing too far into the lobby. So we go back on board with Secret Offensive, and ZTR and Towson making their way down as a pair. There's no one here, close by at least. Materis is the closest defender. He'll play out towards the stairs of Decon, and he's about to catch himself the opening opportunity, and oh my god, he just caught a mouthful of lead.
Yeah, that's a beautiful shot from ZTR. They want to pick up the pace as well. Know there's likely to be an AWP or some kind of presence over towards ramp room. Drop the smoke, force the response from the defender. 2 players rotated down low for sAw, but the attack is going to come right back up the vents, and it's only Roman here, and he's got a long time to wait for reinforcements. Story's on his way with the AWP, but if Roman goes down now, there's no chance. First kill, wonderful. Can't find the second, and now Story has to go way too wide. Good shots from Rez, and he should get GamerLegion their double digits.
Man, another 3K round from Rez.
Yeah, and very critical rounds, both of them. Like this one to stop the tides, to stop the comeback from sAw, closing the gap, to get them to extend that lead. In the first half, it was the triple kill to start them on a 3-round streak to kind of recover the half. He's been solid. Our boy Rez.
Really has been. Good to see Towson slowing down just a little bit over the last few rounds. Perhaps he'll get back to winning away soon.
I think he's still got some in him.
Yeah, a couple more rounds at least.
Yeah.
Terrorists win.
But I mean, look, we could talk about that Rez triple kill all day. ZTR blowing the brains off Mutiris is like, that's the winning round right there.
Yeah, that was a crazy shot.
That's what forces the rotations, gives all the space to the upper bomb site, gives you access to the lower site. That's the kill that actually forces the shift, that gives Rez the opportunity to put together a triple kill. So credit to ZTR for that banger of a shot.
Story having to peer outside with his ult. Slend is going to get rid of him at credit card, so he's going to cash that one in no problem. Story down first. GamerLegion, they've got the opening kill to play with, and they accelerate outside.
Yeah, tense with the man down for sAw. Ooh, Rez lucky to get away with one. Maybe a little bit of a too quick of a reaction from Mutiris. Maybe shocked to see Rez in that position, but somehow gets away with it. Slen's op has that deep angle, now going to slide down to Secret to join up with his teammates. Nobody from sAw has adjusted to this lower bomb site just yet. And if SHR can't get there shortly, I mean, if the bomb just gets planted in this lower site, if they hear the utility and the executed, it might just be a save call. They've got some money in the bank to challenge and provide some resistance, but it just might not be worth it. Especially now.
Oh. SHR and Agile, a couple kills back between them and the CT side, and SHR, oh my god, he actually got away with that. How has he got away with that?
How's he gotten away with all of this?
I have really no idea, but he's still alive somehow, and he's marching his way down the rafters, leaving just Slend in a 1v3. 25 seconds left, and SHR just does way too much.
Damn. All right, I'll eat my words on that one. Fair play to SHR. He's made me shut up. That's a fine sequence from him. He gets away with a lot there. But a lovely job holding onto that site solo. And I mean, if you're GamerLegion again, that's got to be frustrating. You had the opening pick. You even got a really timely kill with Rez just as you're starting to shift into the attack. That kill from Rez felt like the knockout blow that was going to throw that defense into disarray, but SHR just holds on single-handedly. Keeps it within one, and money still forget. Even in the first half when GamerLegion was winning, went on that 3-round streak, their money was never pretty. They've been battling economic issues on both halves of this map.
Oh, just a little headset issue again, just keep you informed, so we'll get that one fixed. This one seems to not be as big of a deal, so we're gonna get that one fixed.
Oh yeah? How do you know that?
Just, I've been told it's just a slight buzzing.
Oh, okay.
And it's fixed. There
Okay, well, shout out. You got some proper information there.
Yeah, I'm not just gonna make stuff up, Jason.
Just a slight buzzing in his ear.
Yeah,
we can fix that, no problem.
Maybe a fly got in there. Who knows?
Yeah.
No, we just tell them you got to deal with a buzz.
Look at this, Dinko. This is GamerLegion pushing their chips all in. Right on the edge of a buy. 2 AKs.
That's how you win big, Jason.
MAC-10, Tech-9s, it feels like it's got to be some kind of an upper bust on a timing. They're going to let this initial utility go away. Roman brought down to 1. That's going to be frustrating for Rez to watch back and see just how close he got. Towson will be a freebie. Oh, he somehow gets 1 frag coming through the smoke. Oh, up in the rafters, Slend has a Tech-9 kill, and it's all coming crumbling down. How has this attack gotten to this point? Slend with bomb on his back has a chance.
Yeah, limited health though, that's the biggest problem. And they know where he is. Can he get away? He's got an AK now instead, but good descent down into the site there from Story. They close in on him. But yeah, you're right. I don't really know how it got that competitive towards the end there. Towson getting away with 1 was crazy as he came through the main smoke.
Yeah, it's Roman with 1 HP. He just gets to like shoot in the toe.
Yeah, so
just like sneeze and the guy falls over.
This was a headshot as well. But they look so good up until there's a little patch of form there for GamerLegion in the midst of all of the chaos, but in the end recovered quite comfortably in that 2v1 for sAw.
And SHR had that good previous round. He has that 1 critical kill sliding into heaven, that upper bomb site to kind of help hold it down. Now, GamerLegion, as their economy has gotten worse and worse, and they've descended into these Tech-9 and MAC-10 buys, have been more grouped up. More of a straight hit. Good utility. SHR is so blind. He manages to get away and drop the Molotov. No motivation to chase if you're GamerLegion. They're just going to be happy taking ramp control. Problem is they've got no more utility for the next step, whatever it is that they want to do next. You can't go back and do an upper exec. You can come down and just see what you get here.
Roman. Great shot. Rez eating dust. SHR, though, you sung his praises. This round unable to get too much done at all, and that puts Roman under excruciating pressure, but where there's Roman, there's Mutiris. And so a double kill comes in just to save the day. It's not entirely over just yet, but...
Bomb plan is everything. Like, that should be the priority, is trying to get that bomb down, and none of the GamerLegion players made the move to actually get that plant for the bonus money. So Slend in a 1v3.
Well, for the time being, he actually has a chance to get in behind.
Yeah, timing could be cool on this.
Well, there's 1 headshot.
Oh.
Now getting spotted out by the site, but he's going to turn back. He actually had a series of 1v1s being lined up if he was able to get that kill down into the bomb site, but unable to do so in the end. So 11 to 10, sAw are into the lead.
sAw in the lead. They've got 3 in a row. They've got 6 of the last 7 rounds. So not only they're in a lead, they're in a kind of a commanding position in terms of the momentum and in terms of what it feels like inside the server. If you're GamerLegion, you're like, man, it's been a while since we've been able to get anything done.
And this is Nuke. This next round is for the map at this point, because if GamerLegion lose this and they don't save any of their weapons, they've got no money left over. So it would be just Eco coming up.
Yeah, they'll have that full losing bonus built up.
Yeah, but it's not.
But it's not gonna be a full buy in any way. No. If they get a bomb plan, it might be a little bit better. They'll have to juggle around some rifles or go down to Tech-9s and MAC-10s and MP9s. Not always the most fun thing to do in the world on T-side Nuke. And we're gonna come out of their 3rd timeout. Let's see if Ash has some kind of a magic call to keep GamerLegion in contention for the map.
This is sAw's map pick. So far, looking like they're just going to snatch it away. But this round could change everything. GamerLegion get to do battle with AKs on every player. Outside play for Story. Oh, smoke blasted open in ramp room. I love this. CT aggression, but it only goes for 1.
Yeah,
I was able to trade it.
He thought that was going to be clear after the smoke broke open, so it goes for a little bit of a cheeky cheese play, and punished, obviously, by Rez. So trying to turn that advantage into something more. Rez, the solo man holding down lobby, going to bide his time towards Squeak Door, towards Hut. See what his teammates find outside, and that'll inform his next decision. Positioning himself to watch for a drop-down vents, a rotation to secret, but with that smoke up, he cannot stop Roman as he's gone down now.
All 3 make it down safely to secret here.
And I like this position from Roman. It's relatively passive. You can get it's very passive now that can see he's jumping, but also, you know, you get the chance to live and back into the bomb site. You've got a teammate over in ramp room, Mutiris, who can try and help you out if he wants to. But Roman has been able to wheel himself into a new position, but can't stop it in time.
Sharp from Towson. GamerLegion looking to fight on and tie up this scoreline. Such an important round for them to win. If they conceded this, it is over in all likelihood with that bomb plant. And now a 3v3. Still a good shot at this, but look at them with patience and awareness from Materas. It still isn't going to work out for him as Rez takes that headshot. GamerLegion should be winning this now. With that kill from Rez, it's going to call off the entire attempt here, so they're going to save into the next. And that's an 11-11 scoreline. GamerLegion win the must-win round.
Yeah, and sAw's just thinking we need to prioritize economy in this kind of a scenario. You know, Story can still have his AWP, he can drop plenty of rifles over to the team, but let's not get to like 11-11 or 12-11, whichever way it goes, and not have the money to fight for the final round.
Terrorists win.
Let's go.
Now, GamerLegion haven't been able to string 2 gun rounds together on this map yet. They won the pistol round in the second round of this second half. But outside of that, it's really just been dominant. First half was back and forth, responding to each other. This has mostly just been the defensive sAw looking strong and GamerLegion punctuating it with a couple wins here or there. Rez settling in as freeze time begins. Round 23. Opening match for both of these teams at IEM Katowice. Both these teams having a rather rough start to their 2025 back at Blast. sAw losing to Big 0-2, GamerLegion losing to Pain 1-2 to be eliminated from the bounty. Both of them trying to take the lessons learned with these new lineups and bring them into Katowice to show a different level.
On the outside smokes deployed, but no one from the T side electing to use them. Story was picking that information up, so they gotta get ready for what is going to be a likely A play. Stance of sAw is now set. Rez comes through. It's going to be Agil with a double kill before cleared out by PR, Slend, and ZTR. Great kills on the T side, but numbers are still even. Remaining 2 CTs are locked out of the site, and they're actually going to go down to B. One through the vent, one through ramp, and this is where they'll try to finish the round. So ZTR is going to make his way down the ramp in just a moment here. And there's some space and some time now to play with for GamerLegion.
ZTR just crawling in. Sprints down to plant the bomb.
Bomb has been planted.
Both defenders going to rotate through vent. There's the first find. PR grabs Materas. And that's going to make Story a little bit nervous about dropping down, and money is an issue. Look at the economy of sAw. If Story can't win this 1v2, they're in a lot of issues going into the next round, but he's going to clear to the right. PR holding against the wall for the angle, and there it is. A nice triple kill from the new addition to GamerLegion. sAw's hand-picked player delivers a 12th round for GamerLegion.
Let's go, mate. Let's go.
Ash's hand-picked player, I should say.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
But is GamerLegion Ash, or is Ash GamerLegion?
Now that's a great question.
One we will pontificate.
At length. Between maps.
Of course, which could be coming up soon. Because it looks like they're about to close this one out. And steal away sAw's map pick right at the end. I mean, the Portuguese, they had many opportunities, many chances to close it out there towards the end. Well, I wouldn't say many, actually. We'll drop that. But they had a couple of chances to close out this map. And now that all of his best case scenarios are gone, all the perfect conditions have left him, they've got to fight for overtime with a mixture of SMGs, rifles, and pistols.
Yeah, money problems abound for sAw. It's not pretty. Let's see what they can create. I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of curious. This is a team that in the past on Nuke has loved those lobby crunches. We've seen them execute a couple aggressive lobby plays in this half. This might be another one of those rounds where you want to pull something off if you can find an opportunity in the mid-round. Smoke broken open. Towson can't find his fight. He knew it was coming, but couldn't stop it. Good opening find from Mutiris. So yeah, weaker weapons, but you got a man advantage. Staying alive is SHR for the moment, and that actually stalls out the attack towards ramp room. They wanted to take advantage of that, but that smoke is perfectly timed. They might just come back to it though.
Take a breather, and then come back into this A plate. Top hot molly deployed. Here they come, marching out a squeaky door. They're going to go down the vent, and that flash came in at the perfect time. It stops Agile from getting a great angle, but Mutiris, he could spoil the party.
Oh, he absolutely could. Same with the Deagle. If that can take some attention, take attention away from Mutiris, and it is. It's great tags onto PR. They eventually find him, but they have not cleared Mutiris. Inside the smoke, bomb being planted. It's checked for, but stopped. 22 seconds. 2 versus 3, and Slend is going to be the next up. He finds it, clears out Mutiris, and now it's all down to a Deagle and an MP9. But they don't know where Roman is. Both players isolated. Good find, and there's the final kill. GamerLegion outlasted right at the end, 13-11. A good win, a hard-fought win, and the series goes in the favor of GamerLegion at the moment.
Yeah, definitely a hard-fought win. I think there was moments there where it could have went either way. sAw definitely had their chances towards the end of this first map, but their map pick is gone. GamerLegion pick it up.
Into the Portuguese defense. And looking to close this series out 2-0 to start their IEM Katowice campaign.
Oh, that's SHR. Going for a peek down into second middle. Not getting involved in any of the fights he would like right now. So, more of a play towards Roman. He's going to drop back in towards CT spawn. Has got a smoke ready to deploy. He's going to wait for that information, have the perfect time to throw it. Here comes the execute, though. Pistol execution thrown in for GamerLegion at this B bomb site, and they're going to come charging through that CT smoke. Towson with some confidence.
I'm actually surprised to see him come charging through that smoke. Seemed like it wasn't necessary. Same with that late jump onto the half wall, because ZTR is not a get, now has to give up the map control. So you can see GamerLegion pushing in towards Ruin and saying, you know what, we'll deal with the half of the retake that's coming from CT spawn. We'll force the Banana guys to actually come into the bomb site. They've got so many crossfires. 5-on-4, a very, very tough retake, especially without a kit in hand. Slend, first contact. Towson tucked into the corner. They've doubled up. Good job. Beautiful work on this T-pistol, and GamerLegion going to get off to a great start.
That is a very decisive pistol round in terms of... Oh, everybody was clearly understanding what they needed to do, and everyone just hit their shots as well. So everything went super well for GamerLegion to kick things off, and yeah, that deserves a couple of high fives.
And obviously for a new roster coming to this as well, picking Inferno, and obviously even picking Nuke if you're the sAw side of things, obviously going to be the maps that you feel the most comfortable on early in this new lineup. So GamerLegion being able to outlast Nuke and take that map away from sAw, now going into their kind of comfort pick where they've said, yeah, these few weeks of practice we've had with a couple new players, this is the one we feel the best on. This is when we feel like we have the most ideas down pat, the best synergy, the best teamwork. Now they just got to prove it inside the server. Up against a Force Buy, 5-7s and an MP9.
I think for a team like sAw, you're going to be kind of figuring out the dynamic of the squad too. Like you have these older, more experienced players the young ones are going to look up to. There probably is going to be some sort of social dynamic there that's going to take time to grow, understanding when you can sort of cancel someone else's call or for talk back or understand like how that's going to go down. So I'm sure those are the kind of things that will improve over time as well. And if we're on the same page in that regard, maybe first map would have went a little better for them as well.
Yeah, I think there's just some miscues on that first map that made things more difficult than it needed to be. I would imagine on Inferno going to be a little bit better drilled. Pretty passive setup from the sAw pistols. Part of that is to be able to stay passive and conserve as much utility as possible, which they've done a fantastic job of. Mutiris and Story both have smokes, both at the A bomb site where this final play is coming in. And if they deploy those with 30 seconds left, it's a real issue.
Back 10.
That's a weird engagement.
It is a weird one. And inside of the site, Mutiris is 5-7, ringing out. Agile from the pit as well. And my god, it's an AK. This has gone wrong real fast for GamerLegion. That AK-47 once picked up gets another couple of kills out there for the side of sAw, and that is a round that gives them life early on.
They didn't apply nearly enough pressure or establish presence throughout that round as they needed to. If you're the CT side with 5-7s and you've got 2 smokes at the 30-second mark, like, you've won the game. It makes it so much more difficult, negates so many of the advantages that GamerLegion has. And another miscue from the GamerLegion side. Ties things up at 1. And they pick up Tech 9s in return.
sAw trying to back away to safety. He's got Roman in beside him. And that rotation coming back from Story as well. So they've got an extra player available if they need it, but things have gone a little bit quiet. So Story no longer required, and is going to be sent back over towards his A duties.
Might be required.
Yeah, he will be
at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Might have to hustle back. Not for the moment, though. 1 smoke, 1 flash remaining for GamerLegion. All they have is this B hit. So going to wait out this smoke. sAw has another one he can replenish immediately if he wants to before it completely fades. And if you wait out this smoke, I think sAw's going to get the idea of what's happening, because there's nothing going on the other side of the map. Good flashbang. First kill is there, but Roman mows down 3 from the back of the bomb site. And once again, we're seeing the tendency of GamerLegion to push through the spawn smoke. Roman's going to go down. PR has done as much as he possibly could. Bomb being planted, 1v2, but no rifle picked up.
Can PR win this 1v2 against rifles? He's got a Galil, which I believe Roman just reloaded.
Yeah, 26 bullets. He's got the ammunition necessary. The first kill just has to be clean. Story's going to turn the corner close up. PR's got 1. Now can tuck himself in. Low on HP. Swings for the fight. Unexpected, but still loses the battle. And that's a second round for sAw. Tough 1v2 to put together, but a nice attempt. Experienced guys exchanging words, exchanging conversation.
Don't know what they said, but maybe I should join the Duolingo lessons with Golden.
It's probably it's probably discussing a perceived mistake made to allow that round to get so close, right? It's like a conversation of what needs to be done, what went wrong, what needs to happen faster. Maybe trying to pick comms up in the early going. So 4 kills in a plant is going to make GamerLegion very happy. They picked up an AK-47 to try and do some extra economic damage. Missed the opening attempt, the wide swing in mid in the early going. And now Banana control firmly in the favor of sAw. Nice little setup for sAw as well. They've managed to cheat a 4th player over to the A bomb site as Roman jump spots half wall and car position, and Banana help them shore up against these pistols and this 1 AK-47. Agil, that's a 1 transfer downward. Mutiris saves his life on the next engagement. Can't do it on the 3rd that comes in. So PR's got a wide angle, and Mutiris, he's really locked down behind these bomb site boxes, and the P250 is going to shut him down. sAw gets caught in transition, making an aggressive play, and just like that, GamerLegion's got the advantage.
Smoke has put it away before that bomb has gone down, and so Story able to connect a shot into the site. So ZTR taken out, Towson to follow up. So the AWPer no longer there, so it's Roman who can't build back into it. And GamerLegion able to fight their way out of the apartment, down into the site, and ZTR is full of compliments to the rest of his team.
We're seeing on both sides for someone like PR and someone like sHR on the sAw side of things. Both of them kind of more inexperienced players. And I think we've seen a little bit on Nuke, but certainly here a couple of times already in the first 4 rounds. Some plays and decisions made, I think, born of inexperience. That one from sHR to try and push in and kind of cheat that smoke and try and break in and catch him off guard, and just kind of gets punished with the timing instead of waiting it out and playing for the retake. First time out used by sAw to talk some things over as they fully invest in this round. Everything they've got, the last remaining funds. With very little losing bonus built up, only 1 single round of it. Yikes. That's not a great Molotov. Negates anything they want to do at Banana. They've spotted the mid push from Story, and they handle business. Same with the follow-up. 5 on 3.
PR. Great opportunity there on sHR, but he didn't peek out of the balcony, so was never spotted. And this Deagle is going to make its way down to the boiler.
I think he was spotted that time.
Yeah, that time he's
looked like that little swing from PR or Rez was like, I saw you lurking up there, trying to make an aggressive play to try and claw back the numbers, the player count. So ZTR throwing a little bit of a fake over at this B bomb site. CT spawn smoke, gonna break the smoke. This is all to just keep 2 defenders here. He doesn't need to be aggressive. Just let him know he's still in this side of the map. PR has the engagement on sHR, and good win with the Deagle. The rest of GamerLegion not yet wrapping around the bomb site, but it feels like sHR thinks that's just a lone lurker. And he'd be correct now as GamerLegion called the audible to shift into a B split. 20 seconds. This can still go wrong. Utiris with the first shot fired off. 5-7. Blind players. 10 seconds. 2 defenders to find. They need that kill and they'll get it. And now they can definitely hold Utiris at bay. So just in the nick of time, GamerLegion find the safety and comfort to plant the bomb and take a round win, because sHR is just going to keep this AK-47, drop it for his teammate, collect another one, hopefully.
If Utiris can get out of there, sHR finds an M4.
Yeah, but Utiris ain't backing up for that AK. Not yet, at least.
I don't even think he can make it back now. So, yeah, he's just committed to this. This is his life now.
I'm kind of surprised. Like that, he had a smoke to drop to give himself an extra blanket of safety to go get that AK-47, and now it just turns out sHR's dropped the AK-47 to pick up an M4, so you don't get the benefit there either. Yeah, a little bit curious. Missed value on the map, I guess, that they're just leaving out there in the wild.
Yeah, not playing every percentage.
Not maximizing.
We'll see if it comes back to bite them, but currently GamerLegion in the lead of their map pick. ZTR got this round off to the races with a good double.
That got sketchy though, man.
They shouldn't have got that sketchy. Right?
That felt really sketchy there for a time. 3-2 for GamerLegion, and mostly pistols behind that one M4 that was brought over. Spots Towson getting over to Logs, can do nothing about it. They back away.
sHR on the peak with Towson. And sHR is going to come out on top of it. So that's the one rifle that was saved over, getting a kill. And not really expected to do too much more than that, even though he had the opportunity. And now he's got an AK, Jason. And he'll throw it back.
This is what he successfully passes to a teammate. There we go.
That's more like it.
And Roman with that AK-47 is booking it to the other side of the map. He's thinking for the time being, while that smoke goes up at half wall, GamerLegion is going to be looking elsewhere for control, and he'd be correct. PR and Rez take brackets control for the attacking side. And that's even going to pull SHR over. But it's all a ruse. GamerLegion have set this up nicely, shifting back down mid towards Banana to an empty B bomb site. And I think this is the right call from sAw as well. Stack up the bomb site with these two weapons. Saved rifles, going to help boost your economy moving forward into the next buy round.
Great shot from Roman.
Well, now we
Through
go
the
for it.
smoke, and PR not expecting that, and yeah, that's created an opportunity to get back into this. The two rifles, one of them being used already, and SHR, a devastating effect, nearly gets away with a third kill, but ZTR able to fight back, but it's all on ZTR alone.
Yeah, and he's got nowhere to go. Good kill. But now they know his position. He needs this one as well. Gotta push forward into Roman, who swings wide. He knew Mutiris was wrapping around. The only option for ZTR. And man, sAw snatch one away.
That is a ridiculous round, considering what they came in with, right? You have one saved rifle, a single M4 that was picked up and saved over in the next round. And SHR, man, the new kid on the block doing exactly what he's needed. And he stays alive. He throws an AK back. Obviously, it's the rifle they pick up on this AK-47 that's able to help out with that M4. But the fact that SHR is able to get back to safety again and play his life into another impactful moment for his team, it's so impressive.
Missed detail as well from GamerLegion, right? You knew SHR was there at the beginning of the round because he gets that kill at half wall outside of the B bomb site. But then you kind of lose track and don't expect him to slide through that smoke. That AK kills out from Roman, and you just think it's open from there. And now SHR is going to build upon that good round and find an opening kill on Towson here to establish banana control for the CT side. So GamerLegion on the back foot early in round 7. Bow chicka wow wow. Uh-oh, Roman. Don't mess up.
What you gonna do about it if he does, Jason?
I was gonna do nothing personally. I figured Slend might do something about it.
Ah, okay. See what Mutiris is capable of pulling off with an AK. Oh my god, that's a lot. Turns out he can do a lot with it. 3 kills in the blink of an eye.
He looks so lazy too, and he's playing like in his POV cam.
Yeah.
He's just...
It's like barely touching the
his
mouse.
face has no expression to it. See you later, Slend. Good round from Mutiris with a quad kill.
That was a hell of a round.
Yeah, one hell of a round. 4-3, and they've taken the money away from GamerLegion's T side. Should get an easier little bit of breathing room. And look at their economy now. With those 2 saved weapons in the round they turned under their favor from SHR. Now you got tons of money spreading down throughout all 5 players of sAw. And this half can start feeling, you know, not comfortable in terms of gameplay, but comfortable in terms of the fact that you got some buffer behind you.
Really does look lazy now looking at that.
Yeah, he does. He's slouching, he's leaning back.
Just chilling, fragging out. He's seen it all before. I mean, it is pretty crazy when, you know, last year there was a lot of cool storylines. One of them is, you know, Mutiris is able to get to his first major. He's been playing since 2009. And then you have Donk also going to his first major, born in 2007.
Yeah,
Won his first major.
it's true.
Number 1 player in the world. You know,
And if you're Mutiris and you look at it from that perspective, you might cry a little bit.
just a little bit.
You might actually cry a little.
Like, damn, okay. He's how different the experiences are.
Good shot from Story. Mutiris there with backup. Going to continue his tear from the previous round. Eventually shut down by Towson, who gets 2, but ooh, op in hand, go for that fast peek towards Boiler, gets the tag through the edge of the wall. Not the kill. Could have been interesting to see where it would have gone from there, but 5-3, a 2-round lead for sAw.
And timeout for that of GamerLegion. Hey man, it started well.
It did start well.
Started real well for GamerLegion, but it is very quickly falling out of their hands. So, well, one thing that was really good about the timeouts over on Nuke was it did feel like there was a noticeable improvement every single time they had one, right? It felt like Ash was able to come out with a lot of really good calls. So maybe that can turn things around here for Gamer.
And again, as we kind of muse coming into this, both these teams going to be picking the map. You know, they not picking for weakness. You're picking for your own comfort with new players entering the roster. So you have to think GamerLegion picking Inferno means, you know, they've got some plays that they can kind of lean into to find a round when they need one. Let's see what they've got here. 5 AK-47s, good amount of utility for GamerLegion's T side. Problem is now they're also facing off against a sAw team that's built up momentum but also has money and funding behind them. You gotta win 2 or 3 in a row to finally get a break on these CT buys. Rez up into halls. He's got 2 aggressive players to find. Flashbang is okay.
Okay, indeed.
Okay.
Agile just getting away, blinded. The headshot on Rez.
Like, yeah, I'll take that.
Hey, Rez has had a quiet game compared to Nuke.
No, when you're getting killed by blind people, you know, it's fair.
Unless it's Daredevil.
True. That's a very good point. I didn't think about that.
Exactly. Slow start for Rez and GamerLegion now.
I have to think video games would be the eternal equalizer for Daredevil. I would assume his powers doesn't work inside the server.
That's true. It would just be a regular old blind dude.
Yeah, he'd just be some blind dude playing Counter-Strike.
It's like some of my teammates in matchmaking. 40 seconds left. And GamerLegion starting to position outside of the A site. Currently got Story alongside of Agile. I like this shot. You know?
Yeah, it is a nice one with the open pathway on the outside.
Agile.
This is kind of, if they can take on Agile, like they have this wraparound of the lane player, right? This is a perfect call for Story's position. The problem is they couldn't find the first kill clean, and that's a good hold. And now Story, with the op, just gets to take off Towson's knee. 6-3.
It feels like sAw have leveled up. Like they look way better than they ever did on Nuke.
4 in a row for sAw now. This CT side is looking strong.
Like everybody's had a little moment. SHR was probably the most impactful player in terms because his big round obviously led to this streak. But you know, Agile, who's starting to become confident. Story's going for those top mid peaks.
Tyrus had his quad kill.
Yeah. Everyone's kind of had a big moment here so far for sAw, and great to see that depth across the team. I'm sure they're going to be much happier with their current performance. It's left GamerLegion in a situation again where they're just down Tech 9s and a Deagle here. So realistically, we're looking at 7-3 in the next minute or so.
Oh, they're coming through this. You know it. There's the flashbang drops again, like half blind this time for SHR. Eventually runs out of ammunition. Happy to have the information that he can pass over to the team. The deep control gives them an early rotation as Story slides over with the op just to make sure nothing crazy's happening. Slend has the recovered rifle.
Well, he did.
He did.
That's a bit unfortunate for him, but the time he boosts up is just as Story begins to glance upon the top of the half wall, and now his AWP positioned at CT spawn instead. Under a minute left on this clock. And a moment to breathe for GamerLegion as they slow down and reposition. Materis is left B, no longer feeling like his services are required. They play a 2-2 setup. They've got enough defense to deal with both bomb sites against the 2 players left in GamerLegion. Rez spotted, trying to poke and prod with his Deagle towards top mid. It's not successful, so they recommit back into the B bomb site, and Story should take this kill easily. It wasn't easy, but it was taking it regardless. Yeah. Story gets dinked.
We take those, though. I'll take that trade. Dink for a frag? Any day. All right, Rez. This would be something special.
Nope.
Bang. Nice job from Story. 7-3, and starting to look like a very commanding lead. GamerLegion, these last 2 are pretty critically important. Now, on Nuke, they were able to just kind of scratch and claw enough to keep them close for when they eventually turned online. When they eventually kind of turned that switch and gained control of the last few rounds. Can't say the same here about Inferno.
They're getting spanked.
Yeah, it was looking good early. But saw's just hit another gear.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be too happy about this, but 2 rounds pulled back would be impressive, but they've lost the opening. Although that's a team kill. So Roman's actually killed his own teammate, so it's worked out really well here for GamerLegion somehow off the back of those early skirmishes. They're up now 4-3 in the player count.
Yeah, they went from like, oh, damn, it's, oh, great.
All right, thank you.
Sweet.
We'll take that. Got to roll with it now. They desperately need this round.
I like that Story's maintaining this aggressive angle, and he can do this as long as he has Agile over in Boiler to make sure he can't get peeked from that different angle. They're going to smoke it off to disguise the push. And look at this wraparound. This B bomb site. You might be able to get in and get Mutiris. That's not even going to happen. Regardless, there's a flank coming in quickly, and GamerLegion just getting peeled apart.
Yeah, I mean, it's so weird to see because after the initial fights, they actually had the player advantage, but they just do nothing. They just get unraveled. Slen would have to 1v3 this. He gets into the smoke, and now he's been tagged, so they know his position. And it really becomes impossible for him. Yeah, everyone's like, yeah, we're gonna let the smoke do its job. You have to come out of that, or it's gonna reveal you in a moment. So we're just gonna back off, play this one safe, and get back onto that defuse.
Yeah, everyone just give him some space, give him some room to work with. Yeah, crazy. 4-on-3. That's a good find. That's a good follow-up as well. And Story just does such a good job of giving them the advantage right back. Nice setup from sAw. His defense has been impenetrable. 6 rounds in a row.
Only 2 of those by defuse, right? So,
correct.
Yeah, it's been...
And one of them was that previous round that wasn't even close.
Yeah. So, just dominant, really. Surprising to see GamerLegion this week on Inferno. On the T side. Expecting a little bit more out of them.
Anubis would be the 3rd and deciding map if we need it.
Certainly feels like we need it at the moment. Agile, getting information. Look at this. That's way too easy for Story in mid.
Yeah, he's just peeking with impunity now. He found him the equalizers in the previous round. Now he finds him the advantage in this one. And Roman is set up with a good amount of utility over at the B bomb site, so they've left him alone. It's 4 defenders at the A site. Problem for GamerLegion too is like you almost can't really throw a fake. You have no smokes. All you have are flashbangs and a single Molotov, so you can't like block off any lines of sight. Now they have just thrown a flashbang over the B wall. That's going to pull SHR over to this side of the map. That 4-man defense is now split up and spread out. Oh, good shot. Swings back into it, and so quickly it's just 2 defenders here. But once there were 4, it's cut in half. And up on balcony, going to be a tough task as the smoke plumes.
Agile holding on. Smoke up behind him. It's temporary cover, and his teammates holding down inside of the side. But look at that. Patience pays off. And that's the bomb down inside of the pit. The pit of despair opens up once again as GamerLegion will be swallowed up by it. It is a half not worth talking about. It is dominance from the Portuguese. 9-3 here on Inferno, and they are teeing us up for an Anubis finish. Welcome back to Katowice, Poland. Currently, we've got sAw in the lead versus GamerLegion on Inferno. They're one map down, but they certainly look like they're going to be tying up the map count in just a few moments. It was a really solid defensive half from sAw, and we'll see if they've got the same level of strength on the T side.
Incredible defensive half from sAw. You kind of touched on it as well. Some of the good things that GamerLegion had going for him on Nuke. You had that great game out of Towson, who had 16, 17 kills. Rez was at 16 or 17 as well. Those guys, I mean, everyone kind of quiet on the GamerLegion side. They couldn't find anything successful on the T side, so let's see what they can bring to the table now that they switch over to defense. It's a mid push in the pistol. Towson and Slend. Even have PR coming in to check towards alt mid, but they're missing the information of the Halls play.
Oh, that's not what Roman was hoping for.
This is weird though. Look at Story's position. He's kind of slid behind the push. That's a good frag from PR. Now he's going to hear the information as they drop in towards pit. It's still like Story's just an X factor, and PR loses track of the possibility. And Story's going to hunt down this final flanker. He knew one got past.
So, he gets himself into the corner as well. He's
You don't check this.
Oh, Towson. He's going to walk right into it. P250 execution. And Agile going to be waiting inside of the side. ZTR, good clearance. Oh my god, he got a follow-up kill. And Slend to round out the final headshot. So GamerLegion come through with the pistol victory.
Yeah, both pistols in this map now. They did lose the second round in the first half. But that might be what they need to get going in this map. That's what they're trying to tell each other down the line right now. Pistol round has given them a new lease on life. With a 6-round disparity coming out of halftime. Story had an excellent pistol round. I'm almost feeling bad that doesn't actually have the impact to win the round, but that's a very well put together sequence from Story.
sAw come back into it though with a bye. And Story's had a really good game so far. 15-9. He'll have a Galil to play with, and
his op started to heat up at the end of the first half as well. Started getting real frisky with those mid picks.
Let's see what they're able to do with this kind of buy for sAw. If GamerLegion get rid of this, you are giving yourself the best runway possible to start of the second half.
Well, you can't if you're GamerLegion. Like, it's just that simple. You cannot give this round up because this is what destroyed you in the first half, right? Losing that second round to pistols. Imagine if you convert that second round, maybe even the third round, instead of 9-3, you're looking at 6-6. Could have been completely different. Slend gonna add 2 kills, but there's the rebuttal. Mac 10 and Galil. So now PR's in a situation, the inexperienced player, where he has to make a move, make a play, exposed from multiple angles. They're jumping, looking for him. Good frag. And through the smoke, he can't connect with another one, but that'll delay things. And it leaves Roman susceptible to ZTR. And a 1v2 attempt.
Agility going to be paramount as he gets out of the sight. He's going to be looking for short swings first, and Agile's got that. Down to a 1v1 against ZTR, who comes in over the top of the box and his head spotted, but unable to close out the clutch. ZTR will be the man on top. And you said they can't afford to lose it, so they don't, but they almost do.
God bless. He even had the read on ZTR's jump up onto the box. He knew that smoke was still up, and that was the likeliest of plays to be made. Almost a fantastic round from sAw. But GamerLegion survive. But with the plant and 4 kills, sAw's coming right back up into it. And if you're GamerLegion, that's probably the first thing said when that round is. Nice, good job. They're buying this next round, so everyone focus up.
And so a timeout taken this time for sAw. This is their second use so far. They just want to make sure that they make the most of this opportunity. You get them down to 1v1. You know that their economy hasn't had time to grow, so you're going to have some weaknesses over there, some SMGs. So how do you make the most out of this opportunity? Take this chance to break GamerLegion's economy early on, force them down into a half buy of their own, and have a chance to run away with Inferno. This timeout brought to you by the chicken. Here goes Rez into the apartments. And Agile to go down first. That's Rez's 4th kill of this map so far.
He's going to take the risk to get the AK as well. Oh, is he going to take an even bigger risk to push? No, surely not. Yeah, back away.
Run.
Get that AK-47. Get out of there, Rez, you crazy, crazy person.
Yeah, that's what you were going to say. He's got the AK now. This is where we see a big Rez performance in the second half, Jason. Is this the moment?
It'd be a lovely time for it. GamerLegion would certainly appreciate it. But look at how much he's at least stalled this out. I mean, you get that kill, you smoke it off, and we're down to 55 seconds left on the clock. Now you get a flashbang. That's got to be frustrating to deal with. It's only PR, though, over in pit. He's got no smoke for this attack. Rez is going to try and help out, but he's pinned down against the wall. And there he is, the young guy pouncing up at the wall and grabbing a couple kills. It's going to be 9-6.
Yeah, the PR pounce. And yeah, he's still on top of the wall. I don't think Story was ready for that angle, so good work.
There's some crazy eyes.
Let's go.
That's focus right there.
Fucking go, boys. Did everyone
Four
buy?
boys.
Did everyone buy? Or was
Yeah,
it-
I think so.
Okay, let's fucking go. Can you do deep smoke further?
I'm just trying to figure out what sAw did. Did they all buy? Did they go all in? And the answer to that was, in fact, yes. So nothing really to play with going into the next round here, but they're going to fire together what they can, and that does result in a couple of Tech 9s, and we know that they can be deadly.
I think GamerLegion's got to be looking at this saying, like, we need like a clean win. 4 or 5 players surviving. sAw's doing a really good job of doing economic damage and keeping the pressure up with these buys and Tech 9s, but one clean win from GamerLegion could ruin all that. This is chaotic. A little bit hectic with utility inside the smokes, bouncing off walls, and sAw's going to follow it up with pressure. Overwhelming, unrelenting pressure. 5 Tech 9s. 3 Tech 9s and 2 P250s.
Charge up. It's ZTR trying to get away. He's going to back his way towards first oranges. He's not alone. He's got Rez, who swings out of CT spawn, and a couple of kills picked up for Rez. He is finally starting to find the impact that he would desire. And now Story left, trying his best inside a barbecue, but here comes Slen to stop that. So 7 rounds. That is relatively clean. They lose a couple of players, sure, but
yeah,
they deal with the Tech 9s.
Yeah, not as clean as they'd like, but overall positive, and obviously you're exactly right. Deal with the Tech 9s, don't lose the bomb sites, don't allow a plant to come through. Still going to be a full buy for sAw as the losing bonus is maxed out. Good flash from Rez as he rotates over. Allows ZTR to activate, allows him to activate through the CT choke point. It's 7-9. GamerLegion have brought this back within 2. 4 in a row to start the second half. Rez is getting frisky.
In the bedroom as well. Towson waiting. No burning sensation yet for Towson, but he's just going to wait it out and the fire will fade away. And Rez is still waiting. Been here all along. He'll peek out as SHR in middle is taken down. But where was he in the first half, Jason? That's my question. How he's always this good.
Yeah, he's having a great time now that he's got on defense. Good sequence there. Going to maintain the aggression as well. And this is the bomb if he can find Story. Ooh, good transfer, good tracking as well. The wide swing threw him off for a second, but Story not ready for that close-up fight. And yeah, with the bomb dropped, a Molotov on top of it, Rez is single-handedly winning this round. Triple kill, delaying and controlling the objective. sAw saving. Roman and Nutiris want nothing to do with this round. They got 2 smokes to bring into the next one. No money in the bank to rebuy anything at all. And sAw is starting to have some real issues. Defenses today on Inferno have been solid.
Yeah, not been a great day at the office for T's, but I think they'll take it. And we were starting to get ready to take a trip to Egypt, to the shores of Anubis. But it does not look like we're going to have to book that just yet, because sAw not the greatest start here into the second half. And GamerLegion started to take control of this. And that is the problem. On the CT side, when you play this kind of risky style with the economy, you know, we're seeing the constant buying can be a big problem if you're on the back foot as a CT side. But fortunately for GamerLegion, they got off to a great start. They were the ones with money, and it was actually sAw on the T side who kept having to go with these Tech 9s and these little half buys here and there. And they've allowed GamerLegion to build up so much money now on the CT side because of some of these cleaner round victories.
Yeah, and should make them feel a little bit more confident and to get risky and make some plays and make some dynamic plays. We saw the res push in towards bedroom. Saw the mid push in the pistol round. Those are plays that GamerLegion, with this money behind them, is going to feel like even if they get punished, it's not going to be a long-term punishment in terms of their economy. So puts them in a much more solidified position. Timeout comes to a close. The gap has shrunk down to just one. 2 saved AKs on Roman and Mutiris. Half buy on the other 3 players around it. And I mean, conversely now, with this kind of an investment in 2 players not getting bonus money, you're in a situation now where the sAw economy is kind of in an odd place because you got 3 guys on a different buying schedule than the other 2.
Now the tables have sadly turned here for sAw, but utility ready going towards top flash and towards top mid, and they're going to go straight through that smoke. Rez, who has been their reckoning, is ready to go again here at long. And he's holding them back with utility, and now bullets, as that is an incredible shot from Rez. He's going to go back again, and Rez is resurrecting his own performance in this second half. It has been so much better from the Swede, and that is what they wanted when they picked Rez up for GamerLegion.
Yeah, the difference in impact from the first half to the second half is palpable from Rez. He's basically in the past few rounds just kind of shut down the A bomb site and just been like, nope, yeah, it's too costly for you guys to work your way through me. Beautiful shot there in Mutiris. Keeps up the confidence, keeps going for more and more peaks. And Rez is doing God's work to bring GamerLegion right back into this. sAw have not won a round in this second half. Now 6 in a row for GamerLegion.
Rez, yeah, you're right. He's shut down the A bomb site, but it feels like in so many different locations as well, right? It's been the apartments, the site, out long. Now he's challenging top middle. Just so many areas where Rez has been dangerous, and it makes it sort of unpredictable for sAw to deal with. It's not like you can just avoid one area. You gotta avoid the whole side of the map. So they're going back into Banana. Towson able to come out on top of the first, but it's on Slen now to try and shut down the rest, and he's done a pretty good job of blocking out SHR. And look at Rez. He's so confident now.
Yeah, I mean, he's also thinking in his head, like, I've destroyed you guys so frequently over here that, you know, you're never going to expect this. But they do.
Oh, they do.
Oh, but they do.
They do, big time.
However, will you expect 2 defenders in pit after that kind of a push? That's the kind of push that tells you they're stacking the B bomb site. Now you've got a really tough defense to get through, and it might not happen. Good job. The pounce up from ZTR. He's got a double. He could use one more if he can find it, and he will.
Does it with that low ammo as well. That is so sick from ZTR. Great setup. They actually make it work. With Rez going down, you think, oh, now there's going to be too much pressure, but that double, that baiting switch inside of pit, that was so good.
That's what I was saying. Like, think of the layers to that. Like, you see Rez pushed up in alt, and you're like, okay, if they have a player pushed up in alt, they feel like this half of the map is pretty clear, pretty open. At least one player is shifted over. And then you go into the A bomb side, you get that fight in pit, you kill a player, like, okay, that was the guy, and there's still one more left. So just layers of traps, whether intentional or just a nice little coincidence for GamerLegion. It gets them the round win, now 7 in a row, and now they've taken the map lead.
Happy little accidents. And now it is Tech 9s and a Mac 10. sAw have not won a single round in the second half yet. They went into a 9-3 up, looking in full control, but their T side has been disastrous.
Well, this is a great chance, though. Ooh, I take that back. It's not a great chance. I didn't realize the smoke had missed.
The gap closed pretty quick on that one.
To that extent, that is basically a CT smoke. It's not what you want to see.
It's like, we'll help you out. Here's, you guys want to throw a smoke yet? We'll throw it for you.
Ooh, PR's made this push.
That's free.
That's kind of funny. He never knew that Rez made the push in the previous round. He could have almost been punished for it.
Well, Slend goes back into the mid peak. This time, Agile, the player to go down. Blast open the smoke at top mid, and clearance is there for PR to hold down mid. He knows there's a player coming close, so able to get away with that pick. Just story left now, 1v5, and sAw disappeared.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's whichever way you want to frame it.
Let's go.
Both CT sides really strong, or both T sides having issues. Whichever way you want to look at it, but really both squads having a tough time finding openings on their T side. But defense has been really rock solid, and again, maybe new lineups, maybe a whole lot of plan Bs for these offensive halves, maybe unsure of how to capitalize on situations with these new players coming into the lineups.
Strangely enough, like just the good start of this first half for GamerLegion, where they won the first couple of rounds, like that might be the moment that wins this game for them. Like, it's crazy to think about, but that's just how poor both teams have been in getting some functionality out of their attacking side.
Tell you what though, like if you're GamerLegion, you're not going to be very happy about your T side on this map, but it's a lot better than getting 0 rounds and getting blanked, you know?
Yeah, true.
It's going to be something
ours is
like,
better than theirs.
What the hell?
You're the best T side on the server today.
Oh. Fourth player shifted over, so GamerLegion has to get someone into the bomb site. 3 players watching for this with this boost up is a lot of resources here. So all smoke as Slend grabs an angle towards short. And still this defense has seen nothing. Roman waiting for a timing to just chuck out a smoke at the B bomb site just for the weakest of fakes to see if it can do anything.
Oh, Rez. I don't really know what they can do about him now. Like, he's just destroying.
This is kind of what's gonna happen. Like, think of how long if we rewound this and just watch it back. Like, sAw is like taking brackets and is in brackets for a while. There's not really a whole lot happening on the map. They're waiting for smokes to fade to throw that little bit of a fake. But it's so much time for GamerLegion's CT side and someone like Rez, who's already been confidently pushing to be like, you know, this is bullshit. I want to go find something.
Yeah.
I want to find something to do. And boy, did he. What a double. What a second half Rez has had.
Yeah, I think that's a little glimpse into some of the performances Rez is going to be able to give you if you're GamerLegion. It's a nice amount of firepower that can happen every now and then.
How many do you know how many he ended the TF with in the first? Is it 4 maybe?
3, because I think he goes 4th kill in the second half here in the apartments. I called it out, and then he went on the streak that we're seeing now.
He's had 13 kills in the second half so far. Plenty of them multi-kills, plenty of them controlling alt mid, controlling apartments. That part of the map has just been closed. No access for sAw throughout it, and now they put an op there just to boot.
Oh no, Slend's op should have got more done, but PR fortunately was behind him, so now he's got the op shadow advantage. It's going to come out and work very well for him, as GamerLegion are about to close out this series. 2-0 today versus sAw. First map of Nuke was close. Could have went to overtime. Could have went the other way.
I don't like this. I don't like this at all. They're giving up the bomb site. They're giving up information over lane.
Back.
Swapping positions with the op. Rez is fortunate he's not caught in transition, but now an awkward fight. Doesn't know which way they're going to slide. Still somehow gets 1 kill and puts Mutiris in a 1v3 to save the series.
A mountain to climb for the Portuguese man, but they come right through. And GamerLegion will get through sAw in the opening day of the Intel Extreme Masters Katowice. It's a 2-0 for GamerLegion, and a defense led by Rez gets the job done here in Inferno.
That's great to see, because that's the expectation is, can you rebound your career after leaving NIP after such a long tenure there? This is a great opportunity.